Welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be a bit of a maintenance day. The only thing that hasn't worked ever since we've owned the boat, Pom, is what? The fuel gauge.
Fuel gauge.
The fuel gauge. So today we're going to sort it out.
So let's sort it out. Sort it out.
Okay. So we've gone through, we've tested the fuel gauge. The simple way of doing that is just touch your sender wire, which is always going to be yellow or orange. Touch that to your ground. If your fuel gauge flies up to full, you know the gauge is fine, and you also know that you're getting a good ground. To make sure the wiring's good at the fuel sender gauge itself, do exactly the same process. So just touch the sender wire onto the ground at the fuel sender gauge, and if you get the same reaction of the dial whizzing up to full, then you know everything's good. So we've done all of that. We know that the dial works, we know that the wiring's good, so it had to be the fuel gauge. So let's crack on and change the fuel gauge. What you doing, Pom? Drinking and working with electrics and diesel.
Yeah. Got light. What's going on down here? There's no fuel. Get into the carburetor, Rodney.
You'll borrow my Zippo, see if there's any diesel in it.
It'll blow us a smithereens, Rodney.
This is I'll move your arm. This is the best design ever, look. In their infinite wisdom, they've put...
Get axle and cut it out, shall we?
They put the fuel sender directly under the GRP.
A few moments later.
And then the fuel sender goes in like this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just push it in gently.
Yeah.
Underneath. It would have been a lot easier if the French people made it put it here, and you could get all the screws in one hit. But unfortunately, they did not. Philip said.
You want the bolts, don't you?
Oh yeah. And so much more from. Oh, they're slotted as well, aren't they? I'll tell you what we should have done.
Push them through.
Yeah, I'll do that in the gas, the gasket spot. So it has got a pattern on the gasket, remember, so you don't try and ram the screws through the gasket. Take that boy out. Guess that's gonna. Have we got a flat-handed screwdriver or a
That's 7mm, isn't it?
8, I think. 8, please, Simon. Ooh, I reckon we have to use the other ones.
8mm.
Yeah, just a little bit of gentle persuasion.
Yes.
Never care for what they say. As you can see, the French have made the most awkwardest place to put this sender. I think you said that before, haven't we?
Yeah. Can you speed up, because I've got about 8% left on this GoPro.
Oh, sorry,
mate.
Sound like a bit. There we go.
Done it?
Yeah, of course I have arrows.
So that is the fuel sender. Nicely tightened up and back in the tank. So we've got some electrical tape, Andrew Pomeroy. Tidy up those little...
Not use my name.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, Dave.
Push them in, push them home.
Oh.
Ram it home side.
Yeah, gotcha.
There you go, bosh.
1,
Bosh.
2.
See, there you go. I couldn't do that with, because I'm disabled.
Yeah.
I'm on sickness benefits, so I shouldn't even be working.
No. Well, you're not getting paid, so you're alright.
So we are, here we still are, in the Thomas Crapper, where the circuitry is behind the dashboard, and Simon is now just twisting the 2 black wires together, which is the earth to the battery. Just need a little bit longer just to get them in the crimp because there's 2 of them. What was that, Polly? Hey? Coming around here, swanning in.
There you go. Not the best of jobs, but it's gonna do. Right. Put the fuel gauge in then.
Okay, would you like to hold the thingy?
Holding the GoPro.
Incoming.
Yeah, it's lovely. Okay. Yeah.
Or do you want to feed them through and then put them on?
Oh, that might be easier.
Oh, hello. My cut.
Go on then, pull it out.
Oh, today. Oh, hold on, there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So on the left is positive. On the bottom is
Is the sender?
No, bottom is the ground.
Ground.
Yeah, it's green.
Ground and pound.
And then the sender. Return to sender. Right.
Oh, apparently we've got no diesel.
Right. Moment of truth, pom pom. I'll turn the battery on.
Yay!
Yay!
I told you we had half a tank.
Do you reckon that's what it is? I mean, that's right.
Yeah, that's because that's why we couldn't lift the tank.